So in today's video, I am going to be showing the SM7DB. Just got this in. Before I was using a condenser mic, but I also have a 57 here, which I'm going to be using for this comparison since they're both Shures, similar capsules, both dynamic, and both need a lot of gain. As of right now, both of them are at about 90% on the gain to get just under negative 18 dB. So far I have not engaged the phantom power or the internal preamp. This is just 100% the Focusrite powering both of these mics, and this is the raw sound coming out. I'm just going to level match throughout the video so you can hear the comparison. I'll flip some switches, but I'll keep this 57 on throughout so I can switch back and forth, and I'll put a logo up there or over there. Not sure yet where, but I'll let you know what mic you're listening to and what switches are engaged on each. So this is pretty close to the mics. I'm speaking directly in between both of them, so should have a pretty good signal on both. If I back up, this is about a foot away, and it looks like I'm hitting at around negative 30 dB. And like I said, that is both of these mics cranked to about 90% on the gain knobs. All right, so let's try some of the switches. This is with the plus 18 dB engaged, with the phantom power, with the internal cloud lift technology. I know it's not exactly a cloud lifter, but it's licensed from cloud to power the internals of this microphone and give it the boost. I'm right now at about 50% on the gain. Let me crank it a little bit here and get us, so that's about 75%. This is about 75%, and I am probably negative 12, negative 10 dB. So it does give a nice boost. Let's crank this. I can crank the 57 all the way. I'm at 100% just to level match with what I'm getting with the SM7DB. So this is plus 28 dB on the gain boost on the back of the in the back of the SM7DB, and that gives me, if I'm this close to the mic, I am peaking right around negative 16 dB, and I'm 50% on my Focusrite, so I don't have to crank the gain. Sounds like a nice clean boost. The 57 is at 90% to match that. All right, let's check out some of the switches. So this is with the bass roll-off. From what I understand, this actually rolls off like 200 to 300 hertz, which for me is way too much roll-off in the bass frequencies. I have a pretty low voice, and I like to roll off to about 100 just to get some of that rumble out. But if it's true that they roll it off to 200, 300, 400 hertz, that's way too much, at least for my applications. Maybe if you have a higher female voice, that doesn't matter, but for a low male voice, that's way too much. This is what it sounds like with the bass rolled off and the mid boost. It's hard to tell because I have both mics going through my ears right now, so I can't tell what it sounds like soloed, but you be the judge because I'll have it just the SM7DB right here. So this is no roll off and the mid boost. Let me know what you guys think, and just a reminder, I am now 50% on my Focusrite, 50% gain on my Focusrite on the SM7DB, 90% gain on the SM57 with my phantom power turned on. Now we're back to the completely flat response. No mid boost and no low roll off. To me, this sounds the best. Gives a nice full sound. I like the way it sounds. To me, the 57 has a lot more mid-range, whereas the SM7DB has a more full, somewhat muted, but I'm used to singing through my blue microphone, which is a condenser, and it's been the only one I've been using for a few years, and that has a whole lot of high end that I always had to deal with, sibilance, and also harshness, especially with metal vocals. I would have to deal with that a lot with that microphone, which is why I always wanted an SM7B, but I didn't want to buy a cloud lifter. So now the SM7DB with the boost built into it was perfect for me, because I didn't have a previous SM7. I didn't have a cloud lifter. So if you already have a SM7B and a cloud lifter, I don't really see a reason for you to buy this. But if you're like me, who was looking for a microphone upgrade for content creation, metal vocals, singing, an all-around mic that you can use for everything, and has the boost built in, this was perfect for me. And proof, with my Focusrite here, I'm right around 50%, and I have plenty of clean gain, and I am peaking right exactly where I would need to be to do screams and or singing. So overall, build quality, like a regular SM7B, it's a beast. It's heavy. I also did an unboxing, so I'll include that, or you might have already seen it in the beginning. Not sure where I'm going to put it, but you'll see everything that comes in the box. It has the giant microphone thing. You can pull this off. But yeah, that was just a quick little tutorial review of Shure SM7DB. If you found this helpful, like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one.
Do you like metal? Like, comment, subscribe.